homegirl, Jasmine, with Flip These Bricks. We're coming to you from Hotlanta. Yes, we're in the heart of the city. We're gonna take you on a tour today, show you around a little bit. So come on, join the movement. Flip these bricks. Let's go.
We're here in Atlanta, Georgia, where we are about to flip the West End, baby. And why? We need to redevelop the landscape and we need to be in control, not the other guys. Forbes 1000, we're on our way. West End, so many opportunities. Flip these bricks, we are here. And the why is our children, our family, our community, our loved ones, and our future.
Pull up to the property, load it up, get real-time information on who owns this joint, who's selling it, who's buying up stuff. We know they got tax liens. If we can run comps, we do all that. We pull it up right now so that we can get their information, call them up, and make an offer. But we walking it right now to see if it's something that we're interested in. We see the neighborhood looks viable. People been rolling through here. Investors that came through here. We just another group of investors want to come and get our split of the pie because we're trying to elevate these neighborhoods for our people.
This Flip These Bricks movement is real. If you take a look at this kitchen, look at them shirts, it means something, it's meaningful. This is truly a movement. And right now, we have $1 million in the building right now. And we're gonna take this $1 million and we're gonna turn it to a $200 million operation. Worldwide, we're going global, Flip These Bricks.
I just want you to know that heat is blazing because it's fresh, man.
Steak and there was a secret sauce added to the pan. It's gone. Did you see that? Look at the pan. It's gone.
No way.
She was eating steak. Let me taste everything.
I'm mistaken. But aren't you glad?
This how we get it down, baby. FTV, baby. Join the movement.
But once we make it, we're gonna make it right. We need to come in as a developer and just work. You see that property right there, Lydia?
Yes.
As you know, the last time we came out here, that property right there was identical to that one, which is a center block property. Yeah. They went up on a roof on this one.
It's a 4.2 now.
Yes, that's what it is?
Mm-hmm. It's listed for $400,000. I just got off the phone with the real estate agent.
And this one right here wasn't here either. So we had this one, we had this one, we had this one, and we also have a cul-de-sac that's slammed dead right in the middle that we need to find out who owned that land as well. Because me and Mario just walked over there and we was able to see the stakes for this particular property to show this property line. But this road runs straight all the way back to the next street behind somebody else's house. Oh, wow. So just guessing, without seeing the plat, there's probably 3 more lots right there. Okay. That cul-de-sac goes in and it, pretty much turns around.
Well, we'll get substance on that. She'll look it up.
And then we got this property right here behind us as well.
Yeah.
You see? So and this is pretty much what's happening, over here in this area. Yeah. It's ready. I don't like to use the word like gentrification because for the most part, we definitely want to build affordable homes and we definitely want to be able to keep the people that's in the community within the community. So I say what? Rehabilitation, rehabbing these houses and, just walking through and making it happen. But for the most part, you said this house been sitting here, 30 years now?
Yeah, same owner.
Watch your step. Like mosquitoes.
We have substance.
All types
looking
of
up
bugs and all types
the
of stuff.
Name of the person who owns this building. This area, Oakland City, is considered a historic area.
The fact that it's all brick, we still got the outer structure. Watch your step when you walking in here. You need a flashlight.
Yeah, people definitely live in here.
Property listed has been inspected city land code enforcement based on the allegation of property violation. Atlanta City Code according to the property has been identified as unfit. We should go there and tell them that we'd be interested in
Or maybe the owners will be
Yeah,
there
maybe the
and we
owners will
could
be
buy them
there.
out.
Or we can just tell them, listen, you know, we can come in and secure this property for you and partner with you to rehab this property. You see what I'm saying? Because if they don't show up, the city gonna tear this house down.
Yeah,
Unless we go and pay those taxes off and get in front of it.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But if you look at that, these are fresh notices, and they're not playing lately.
No,
They're not playing with any of this lately. Like they're not having none of it. You know, it's a great opportunity.
Yeah,
You know,
let's get it.
this is actually on a double lot too. This particular
I
house
was
here.
looking at this
so
lot.
Even this one gets knocked down, we could put 2 houses here.
I wonder if it's zone multi-family.
Well, you
'Cause look at-
know on these residential lots, you can do
Up to 4.
Yeah, you can do up to 4, or you can do 2. You could do a duplex on it. So Mario, tell me something. So what do you think? You know, based on we know this house over here is listed for a little bit over 400,000. This is not our first time coming over here. This one is new. That one on the corner been here for like a couple of years, and these are just sitting here. We see the city is leaving demanding notices, so obviously this property is neglected. So you know, based on value of what's going on here, what do you think?
Well, I like that you got that one across the street because that gives you some leverage real close by. So with that one being listed for 4, if they get 4 for it, then you know you've got a strong comp that's really close. So from an appraisal perspective, you don't have to look outside too far to know that your property is of value because that one's really close by. So as an investor, I like them when they're close. You don't have to argue with anybody about what value is. And square footage wise, with that one having the upstairs, I think they'll be pretty close. This one may be even a little bit bigger. So you might be able to get more for this based on the square footage by itself, and then you know what updates and renovations you do to it. So I think this is a good position. That one there, the one on the corner that you were talking about as well. Yeah.
Houses around here a couple of years ago, you probably could get for 80,000, and now, as is, you have to pay like 210,000 for it. And you know, at the ARV after it's going for 450 to 500,000. So, when you find a diamond in the rough, you're good if you can get something for 200,000. And you know, your goal is to get something for 100,000. And then the ARV.
So where you could be able to make something, you
yeah,
know.
You could be able to make something, exactly. Like he said, that's going for 400. That's a one family. This right here with the square footage, I'm pretty sure we could turn it into a multifamily because that's already a multifamily. So you know, it's zoned. It's already zoned for multifamily.
It is, and this property is actually on a double lot. So
Yeah.
technically, if this house came down, we have a double lot. That's 8 units because we can do 4 units per lot, or we could do 2 duplexes per lot, or we could just do 2 single-family houses.
Right.
So you know, the potential is definitely there. You know.
And those kind of numbers, you can stay conservative and still make it work.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So that gives you,
Stay
the buffer.
affordable. You know, and
And give something to the end buyer.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, leave something on the table for them. That's always advantageous.
The same way FTB was in Dallas last
Look over
week,
here. Look at this. Look at the rendering on this corner.
Look at the corner lots. The corner
I'ma
lots
turn
sitting
down
here
the
waiting
block.
for us.
You see?
The corner lots are sitting here waiting for us. This is four houses
That's
each.
what I'm saying, because you could put 4 on
To
each
our left
property.
and our right, this is 4 houses.
Go right there.
Right.
Look how they built. They go pile of plot like, hey,
You see the building right here? It's happening.
This whole area is ours. Like, we could just come here and just re-change the whole landscape because this is so close to downtown and you ain't getting no more land. And they doing it one at a time, you see?
And let's go. We're at the next site.
Yeah. 75, because we are downtown, midtown, and the airport.
And then you'll have the situation, keep in mind that people are still looking, people are still buying.
Yeah.
So even if you're starting at 350, people will start offering more. So, you know, we might be at that 375, maybe even 400. You know what I mean?
Because
So
people doing cash now. People buying
people
cash
buying
now.
cash.
You
And
never
you gotta
heard
realize that Georgia is so transient. So many people are moving
Google,
here. That are coming from
Microsoft.
up north
Yeah.
and the price point that they're going to pay for the same type of property here is so much less. So,
Exactly. So
you know,
they
they're
don't
taking
mind.
retirement money, you know, buying
Cash
cash, with these
offers,
properties.
yes.
So yeah.
So
I think-
I guess for us it's just really timeline. You know what I'm saying? Because like right now we already know from the price that we got the property for, doing a single family house, we almost gonna break even.
Yeah, right.
But at the same time, if we didn't want to go through the timeline, what, maybe 4-6 months
4 to 6
maybe,
months, yeah.
then we can just straight just knock it down, and we can either do 2 duplexes or we can just do 4 townhouses.
I say
Now,
4
I say 4
townhouses. Yeah.
if we go the 6 month stretch, if we just want to basically just cash the lender out 100% and sit on it, then we can do 8 units because it's sitting on a double lot. You see what I'm saying? So this is the things that we actually in real time that we need to think about, because this is a real project right now that we need to basically make it happen. Because what, you know, with this particular property, just to kind of give you the backstory, someone else had it. I was supposed to be the contractor on it. I was referred to be the contractor on it, and I bid it on the job. However, she went with a cheaper route. And look, a cheaper route, look at this. You see that?
Remember the electrical when we got
You
here? wasn't
can't even
done
put
right.
recessed lights in the ceiling inside of an outlet box.
Wow.
You see that? Pay
Wow.
attention. You know, so they came in here, they did it. In the process of doing it, some trees fell on the house. The insurance company thought that the person who had it might have knocked them down, but it went through a whole process, so that's why it took so long. However, the whole time, the lender is my friend. At the same time, is who referred me to it. The property is sitting here and it's costing the lender money. So I'm talking to her like, hey, you know, I'll take the property. So after we discussed taking the property, me and Lydia discussed that we were going to do the property together. And when we put the numbers together originally, she was going to give me the property for $100,000. However, the city did the same thing. We just came from the other area where they put the little note you see on the wall outside. They said they're going to tear the house down. We need to fix, because it had trees, like right here, tree through here, tree through the back, and the whole back side of the house was off. So Linda said, listen, how about I just pay you, reframe it, and get it back? So now the lender's in her pocket even more. So that's why we went from 1 to the 190, considering what she already lent, because she originally lent like 220 on a particular property.
Okay.
So right now, someone have made an offer, but at the same time, I have first dibs because it's my property.
Gotcha.
So we at 190 for this property.
So basically, I just think right about now, you're saying we at 190 for the property. It's less talking, more doing.
Exactly.
Either we're gonna get up to 190 and do what we have to do,
And
'Cause
we
it's at our
can, if we do
fingertips.
single family, we can just run through, but it's not gonna make us no money.
Right? It doesn't
So-
have sense to say.
Yeah, it doesn't make no sense. So we just knocked the house down,
I think
and
that-
we can go right now with 4 units. But if y'all want to wait, if y'all want to make money right now, we can have a building permit. What, maybe 60 days?
60 days.
You know, we could get a demolition permit in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? To just straight demolish it while we're dealing with the architects, engineers, and everybody else.
I like that
You see?
approach.
A lot of times people see older homes and they have, like, for instance, down the block, that land is 8.8 acres. They won't touch it. But you see the neighborhood that we just came out of, you got brand new construction. And that's one thing about Atlanta. It don't matter what the homes look like. Like, we about to go to Battle Crest, right? These homes right here, we were selling for $550,000. Now, driving through this neighborhood, you would never think that you would get $550,000 house out of here. But I'm about to take you to the back of the neighborhood, and I'm about to show you a couple of houses I built, and you'll see how it really doesn't matter. You can just build anywhere you want, and somebody's gonna buy the property. I'm standing out here in Atlanta, Georgia, in front of one of my first builds. This property right here that I'm looking at behind me is one of the properties that actually put me on the map. It gave me the opportunity to be a general contractor. I'm talking about many, many years ago. It's been so long, I'm not sure if it's 97 or 98, 2007, 2008. Let me make corrections. But this particular house is, you know, I'm a carpenter by trade. So for the most part, all of them columns you see, I built them by hand. This is a property that, you know, the brickwork was subbed out, but this was a property that I was able to come in with my guys. We tore it down. It used to look just like this little guy next door. And the homeowner actually hired me because a tree fell on the house. And when a tree fell on the property, the insurance company came out, the foundation was cracking, they said this house had to come down. The homeowner said, you know what, Daniel? I want you to build this property. So this is the first house that I actually did. And then I was able to go around and tell investors, like, listen, I can build houses for you. I started this company at 20 years old. And then once investors started coming by here, several investors that I built multiple houses for in the metro Atlanta area, they know that this was their first stop because I was proud of it. I did it by my hand. I still have the pictures on sheets, the way pictures used to come out on Polaroid cameras is when I actually did this property. And I brought investors over here. I said, listen, I could put up houses like this, and this right here opened up so many opportunities, and I just started building houses, you know, just throughout the metro Atlanta area, period. We're here in a subdivision which used to be named the Promised Land. This was the second neighborhood that gave me the opportunity to come and build houses. I had a client that hired me to build the first one, and then I met a relationship by building the first one where I was able to build this one right here. There were several different builders in this neighborhood at the time. One developer, he came in and basically developed himself. He lived here in this home right here. He built the one next door for his daughter, and this was one of the original homes on the back of the subdivision that he actually built. I brought some developers in, they started cutting some lots. I don't know what happened, the project stopped. We finished our job, we finished our homes, we moved on. So we just here today, walking the neighborhood, coming back, just admiring some of the beginning phases. I'm 23 years in the business. I got houses going up in New York. We got a 23 lot subdivision we about to build in Texas. And I got the crew out today, we just walking the neighborhood, just admiring some work that we done in the past because we're gonna keep building going forward in the future. All of that attic space that you see right there, I made all of it livable because in every house you have so much dead space. From here, all the way across, you got a catwalk that walks all the way to the front. Being that this is an easement running down the property, they wouldn't pass the building permit for it. So what I did is I told them to take the garages off the side. So now we're not on the easement. I stuck the garages on the front because this is a Frank Betts plan. Frank Betts, he sells a bunch of plans. That's one of his plans. Now, within budget, we would have did something different, but originally when I designed this, I had all this dug out because this was supposed to be in a courtyard and we're supposed to walk across a drawbridge to get in there. So the bottom, you can utilize it. So with budget constraints and everything else, we just backfilled all the dirt and basically put this in there. You see that power pole over there? That's my original power pole. This easement shoots all the way straight to the back. In between the garage and the kitchen, I made a breezeway because the way that the plan was designed, I kind of wanted to break it up a little bit. So like, you know how normally you will come out the garage right into the house? Well, people would smoke, now they got somewhere to smoke. But these were the original people that was in the subdivision. And this first brick one over here. And I did this one right here. I'm here on the rooftop, Atlanta skyline, enjoying the rest of the day. Me and my FTV members, our friends, our partners. We walked the landscape, we looked at properties. We talked about why we're here. Flip These Bricks is a movement. There's no organization in the world, no place in the world with our true principles, the tendencies that we're working towards. This is a global movement in action. Research us, join this movement, look up. We're building generational wealth. It's called group economics. Together we can, and to be 100% honest, we can do so much more together. When I sit back and I just look at that skyline, in the middle of that skyline, there's properties over there between $5 and $10 million, and you don't see the building yet. But we here at Flip These Bricks, we're picking it up, we're looking for them. So when you look at that skyline, you start seeing the condominiums that's gonna start covering the backside. So that's what we here at Flip These Bricks. Our organization is great. We're looking to continue to grow. We're traveling. Right now we're in Atlanta, we're in New York City, we're in New Jersey, we're in California, we're in Texas, we're in Charlotte, North Carolina. We got a couple of members in the organization. This is new to real estate investing, and here at Flip These Bricks gave them the opportunity to be able to buy their first property. So we here today just enjoying each other, enjoying the time. So when you get a chance, make sure you look us up because this is definitely the world's changing global business network in action. Flip These Bricks Academy. Join this movement. The real deal.